Look at this.
Was it? Whoa. Is that what they do at the hospitals now?
You think they did this at a hospital? Fuck. I was at the most public hospital of New York City. They did this shit.
That's the first thing. I was like, you're clearly okay.
Nah, bro.
What hospital?
Is
this what City of D's are?
This is a wet wipe underneath some gaffer tape. That's what this is. Yeah.
He repaired himself like a transformer.
Sliced a piece of my finger off before getting here.
What?
Also, not why I'm late. I want to say that too. I am double angry. Angry because I someone sliced off my finger, me.
Okay.
And I'm also angry. I still managed to leave on time, but then the F train every 20 minutes it's running. Also, I haven't eaten anything today, so that's triple.
Damn, he shed blood, sweat, tears, shit for this.
I did. Also, that I shit my pants just right now, folks. That's 4.
No, I can't stop looking at it. It is one of the worst patch-up jobs, I think.
Yeah,
that is. We gotta get.
I wasn't gonna go to the fucking emergency room.
Sure, but also. You don't have no medical know-how?
Dude, I'm telling you, it's a deep...
Oh, no.
I put a Band-Aid on at first, and it wasn't enough.
All right.
So then we did this. I
hope
you're not... you're not going to focus on...
I'm repulsed. I'm completely fucking...
It's the palest I've ever seen you, Ashton.
The back of my neck is like... this nigga's finger is fleshy.
Yeah. It was the wine glass. Blame the wine glass for breaking. I do. Furious at that wine glass, guys.
Listen... I'm not gonna. Fuck you. You having a glass of Merlot while you're typing up the fucking podcast? What the fuck kind of romantic ass?
This was Kelly's glass. We could also blame Kelly, folks.
No. Let's not put the woman in there.
No, it was 100% my fault. But as a man, I have to find a place to direct my anger that's not towards me. So we could do Kelly. We could do you. I could blame you somehow.
I did call you.
The listener, if you're listening right now, then why the fuck did I have to record this podcast today? This is a series of events that led.
Why don't you, if you're mad, why don't you give him a middle finger? Give him a middle finger to the camera right now.
There you go. That's right, folks.
Well, guys, Joffrey's injured. Let's get this man home. We're going to start the podcast.
Let's start the pod. I'm not going to the hospital.
I'm going to take you.
I have health insurance now.
I know you do.
This is a choice I made.
I know. That's crazy.
I do not want to go. It's very bad looking.
You know that.
It looks like it's like a perfect square.
Did you cry?
Like it was excavated. No, I didn't cry. It didn't really hurt. I was mostly just
Did you not cry because you felt
mad
like,
that it happened?
I mean, it's pain worth crying for. So did you not cry because you felt like the boundaries of like what masculinity is kept those emotions in?
No, I was too angry. Like we started out giant pile of dishes that I had to clean because it was my job to clean them. Mm-hmm. So already angry at me and Kelly's like fair distribution of labor that I have to do. Honestly, unfair. She did all the cooking. All I have to do is do the dishes. Yeah. So I have less labor to do than her. But the time came that my parents are in town, so we cooked a big dinner for all of us. Shout out Kelly. She did a great job. That's a high pressure moment for her, but she knocked it out of the park. But after, in the morning, it's like giant pile of dishes. So I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. I do these fucking dishes, you know? So
I'm cook for your entire
Yes. And I'm like, this isn't fair. I gotta do all these fucking dishes, you know? So I'm doing the dishes. Already mad at this unfair hand that God has dealt me. Yet again, fuck you, God.
No, cooking's fun. Doing the dishes is the sucky part.
Yeah, Kelly.
Cooking's the fun part.
Yeah, what Ashton said, Kelly. Why you make me do the dishes after you do all the fun cooking?
I'm just kidding.
And
don't listen to me. I live a traditional relationship. Okay, in my household, I let it be known I'm a traditionalist. By that I mean I'm by myself, so I do all the cooking and cleaning.
I was like, what does Logan do? What does your cat Logan do?
He torments me into giving him food 24/7, and then any food I cook, he eats. Yeah, I don't like the relationship, but okay, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I feel better now. I'm in air conditioned. You know, all of it was just. It was just a challenge of emotional regulation.
This nigga just slowly bleeds out. You ever see somebody in a zombie movie?
I was like, please let me bleed out and die right here. Please.
When a nigga don't reveal he got bit, he just...
I'm a zombie. I'm a zombie in this scenario? Now I'm a zombie. Get to my own podcast, I'm a damn zombie.
I went from two scenarios. I went from one where you were shot and tried to hide it, and now you're the guy who hides a zombie. But
I was bleeding all over the place.
Yeah, I'm just really. It's like I'm really like less. It's kind of crazy how little concerned I am with you about your pain, and more concerned about like just the tape that you have keeping you.
Yeah,
apart. It doesn't make us look.
I had
good
to get. I had
as
to.
a unit.
It was my last task. You know, I had. My parents are in town, so the weekend is when we do the podcast. And so we're recording on Sunday. Before Sunday is all like the writing of it, which takes a while. My parents are in town, so that kind of threw a wrench in my normal routine of it. Well, and again, not blaming my parents for this, right? I literally cut a chunk of my finger off. I can't blame my mom on that.
You hear these 2026 men? I cut my finger off doing the dishes. You gotta fucking
goddamn mom and girlfriend.
No, you gotta put some man behind that shit. You gotta
that's what I was doing. I was like,
you can't tell people you cut yourself.
There's blood everywhere.
Wine.
I have to get to the podcast, right? And I'm like, all right. I wake up early in the morning. I write all of it. I'm battling against the clock. Okay, I finished it. Now, or I don't got time to eat, but I can shower and I can knock out these dishes and I'll be good. And so I shower, that went good, didn't injure myself there, and then started doing the dishes. And instead of doing the dishes, just my blood is just everywhere.
He's just trying to get out of doing the dishes. He's like,
I don't hate the dishes that much.
Blood.
Sorry,
guys.
Take out a steak knife.
I know how to get
cut my wrist and black my eyes. That's how much I hate the dishes, dude. Fucking Midwestern emo up in this bitch.
What's that one? Cut my life into pieces.
There you go.
This is my last resort.
Yeah. Ashton, not really the connoisseur of early 2000s emo like I am. He has to rely on Papa Roach references rather than a good Hawthorne Heights reference that I provided for you, good audience.
Heights, nigga, that's a book. Fucking bad.
Nah, bro. These heights are not withering. They're Hawthorne. All right, it's a different type of height. But the point is, yes, I cut myself because I didn't want to do the dishes. And I got out of doing the dishes because Kelly was like, well, now you can't do the dishes. We don't want blood all over all of our dishes. And I was like, great, perfect timing. Wrap this up for me, please, babe, with our gaffer tape. And
is that sriracha? No, it's choppers.
And I'll be able to make it onto the podcast right in time. But then God struck again with the fucking F train.
I'm glad you did it. I'm glad you did it.
I'm glad you're allowing me to air this out because the intro cut off a little. I was just getting started. I'm like, wait, I'm not done yet. I'm still pissed about the things that I've done to myself. But now I feel better. See, this is why people say you should go to therapy.
And who needs therapy?
Life's not so bad
when we have a paying audience.
Yeah, exactly. So, appreciate y'all listeners for humoring me there.
I was holding the firecracker because I don't believe in July 4th, and I was suppressing it, and it popped in my hand. That's where the injury came from. I was silencing the firecracker.
Yeah.
To symbolize the silence of America.
Yeah. Going up to a block of a family celebrating, you don't know them. Kids are lighting the fireworks. Grab it with your hand. Finger hits the kid in the face. He starts crying. That's what America is. Now you know.
Oh my God. Every time I think of that, I always think of I probably told the story on the podcast, but the time we set my grandma on fire for July 4th.
Oh my God.
We were playing with fire.
Now that's a headline, folks.
We were. Oh, actually, I'm wrong. It was Thanksgiving. It wasn't. I'm sorry. I can't tell.
Yeah.
Save it for Thanksgiving, folks.
Save it for Thanksgiving.
But let's.
Yeah, let's do our podcast about the police. So, what did the police do last week? Well, here's some of the headlines. Cop in Kansas City, Missouri is convicted for murdering a 71-year-old unarmed man outside of a Walmart. R.I.P. Ronald Barnett.
Jail cop in Salem, Oregon is convicted of murdering his brother, R.I.P. Tony Miller.
ICE cops in Laredo, Texas have another man die in their custody. R.I.P. Felix Alcorta Rodriguez.
Cops in Logan, Utah fatally shoot a man who was driving away. R.I.P. Dean Campbell.
Cop in Muncie, Indiana is facing a lawsuit from his ex-wife after leaving their 10-year-old daughter with special needs in a hot car while he went to sleep for the night. R.I.P. Lauren Coffey.
Jail cops in Lorain County, Ohio have a young mother die in their custody. R.I.P. Melissa Boylan.
Cops have their k-9 attack a man while arresting him, and he later dies of his wounds. R.I.P. Darius Jervon Chappell.
Cop in Atlantic City pleads guilty after sexually assaulting an intoxicated handcuffed woman in his patrol car.
Jail cop in Suffolk County, New York pleads guilty to sexually assaulting an inmate.
Jail cop in Washington County, New York is charged with sending explicit photos of himself to a teenage girl.
Police chief in Arcoma, Oklahoma is charged with inappropriately touching children.
Cop in Veneta, Oklahoma who plead guilty to sexually assaulting a child is released early from prison.
Cop in Hermitage, Pennsylvania is charged with aggravated assault after performing a pit maneuver on a car after an altercation while he was off duty, resulting in serious injuries of the passengers.
Cop in Dallas, Texas is fired after being arrested for domestic violence.
Cop in Huntsville, Alabama is charged with domestic violence.
Cop in Memphis, Tennessee is arrested for domestic violence.
Cops in Norfolk, Virginia kill a dog.
Cop in Phoenix kill a dog.
Cop in San Bernardino, California kill a dog.
Cop in Indianapolis, Maryland kill a dog.
And there you have it,
Them
folks.
the headline, gang.
Yep.
Whew, you know.
Yeah.
That one.
We got a
rough week.
Yeah. Rough week. Also kind of, normal week.
Normal week.
Unfortunately.
Well. Yeah.
Another week at the office.
Yeah, but what we got for these stories, folks?
Yeah. So, quick plug for our Patreon. Just sign up for our Patreon. I mean, look at me. I'm a mess. I'm losing limbs. I'm bleeding. You can help us out. We do a bonus episode every week, just $5 a month. And with that, let's just get started on the stories that we'll be talking about this week. Starting, we're going to Missouri, St. Charles County, Missouri. Reading here from St. Louis Today. The headline is, a police chief in Missouri agreed to be a sugar daddy. It ended in murder charges. Yeah. Damn. I was going through all my horrific Google alerts that I get for this podcast. I saw sugar daddy. I was like, all right. We got a fun one.
Shoot, murder charges. Oh.
Yeah, that's normal. Murder charges, that's every headline. Sugar daddy. Oh, okay. Well, something that pops out for once. But yes, ended in murder. Someone died, so it is sad. But let's just read. In spring 2022, Alexis Thone posted to Facebook that she was taking sugar daddy applications.
Nice.
One respondent was persistent.
Oh no!
Damn. Being the most persistent of the respondents. That's a medal right there. He messaged her several times, she said, and she replied. Over the next few weeks, they began meeting in person. He bought her a cell phone and drove to St. Charles County to take her on meandering drives in his white Mercury sedan. Thone, then 25, was addicted to fentanyl, and she said she never tried to hide her addiction from her suitor. Quote, I was always high, Thone testified in court Monday. There wasn't a time that I wasn't high. At some point during those initial meetings, the man confessed he'd been using a fake name and photos on Facebook. His real identity was William Jones, 50. He was the police chief in Louisiana, Missouri, a Pike County city of about 3,000 people, 90 miles north of St. Louis.
That's the craziest catfish in the world.
Yeah.
That's the worst catfish reveal.
Yeah. Especially because you're addicted to fentanyl, right? And when the guy's like, surprise, I'm actually a cop. You're like, oh shit, am I going to jail? He's like, actually, no. Actually, let's continue this.
I think I found love in a quite unpeculiar way. When you posted you needed a sugar daddy, I didn't think I'd find it this way. That's so crazy. That's you deserve to be fired. If I find out my police chief is a reply guy on Facebook, in Facebook comments, you have to. That's automatic.
Yeah,
that's automatic. We gotta resign, brother.
Yeah. Being a persistent potential suitor on a sugar daddy application post.
The police department loses aura as a whole. Yeah. If we have you.
Yeah. That aura is coming out of the budget.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, y'all are at an aura deficit once your police chief is.
That's the chief. Who are y'all supposed to look up to now?
That's your. Is this your king? It's a fucking. Loser.
Yeah. Oh, and it shows like a caption on a photo with like hearty eyes. This is you? This is y'all's boss? Damn.
Yeah, that's not good, brother.
So let's go back because this is just the beginning of this story. So back to the article. No matter, a relationship bloomed. Thone met the chief's friends, some of whom were fellow Louisiana police officers who came over for barbecue at the chief's home. She moved into Jones's 2-story apartment on Kentucky Street. A few weeks later, her brothers, Gabriel and Chase Thone, did too. Jones said he was never a drug user, but he helped support the addictions of Thone and her siblings. He provided money and rides to St. Louis to buy fentanyl and keep their withdrawal symptoms at bay. So let's pause here. This is really what the story is about. This is like an HBO drama.
He has him strung out. He's like using his power to protect his like crack sex slave. I don't even know.
Yes, so that is definitely a dark interpretation of it that I agree with. Like that seems like what's happening. I mean, this guy he's 50 years old. He's not naive. He knows the power he has over her, especially as the police chief, both legal authority and access to these illicit substances. But he's allowed himself to be entangled to the point where he's also the sugar daddy to her entire family now. Her brothers are not only a part of this, he's not only supplying for the brothers, they are living with him.
Damn.
He has his apartment. He spends the day as a police chief in a neighboring town, goes home to his, again, drug-addicted, what do you call it? He's the sugar daddy. She's the sugar baby. Thank you, Quincy. The sugar baby and their siblings living in this fucking, I imagine it's not a great apartment. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not trying to be judgmental over here, folks.
We're all thinking black snake moan chained to a fucking radiator.
I'm thinking like, what's that Scottish? Like Train Spotting. Like that's what this shit sounds like. Like this would be a movie. These addicts find their way. Like, going into this the darkness of like a drug addiction takes you places. Like it takes you on these terrible adventures and to end up living with a police chief.
Right up under the law. That's some crazy ass shit. Like, it's also genius if you're a crackhead.
Yeah.
They'll never catch me if I'm right under their nose.
Yeah.
But no, it's not even catching. It's like he's just abusing his power and like he should be helping people, but instead he's like keeping his own personal crack situationship. And just abusing his power. It's just literally just a story about corruption.
We could call it exploiting an addicted lady, addicted woman.
But just how dark it is and just how crazy it is. It's like, damn, how did they get here? Also, there has to be so much more going on in this town if the police chief is too fucking busy with his fucking drugged out ass sugar daddy.
To me, this is the dangers of Facebook. This is the dangers of being 50 years old on social media. We got to come up with an app that these boomers can find themselves on that doesn't result on them having AI-based worldview of what's happening around them. / completely diving into being a reply guide to this extent to now you are housing and providing substances for 3 addicts.
Yeah, no, this is a breaking.
This is your life now.
This is a Breaking Bad
Facebook.
plot. This is a Breaking Bad fucking subplot.
It is. It is. Yeah, this is like Jess's girlfriend. Yeah, just oh my God. Yeah.
Literally living.
Hank Schrader divorces his wife, and it's basically Hank Schrader hooking up with Jesse's girlfriend, who ends up overdosing. That whatever the actress was, she's really hot. That lady. You know what I'm talking about, Quincy? She ended up being the bitch in apartment 2B, whatever. Yeah.
Was that the name of the character?
That was the name of the other show she starred in.
Oh, the bitch in apartment 2B?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't just saying that. Okay. Thanks for allowing me to clarify that. That's not how I think of what people are named, what women are named. Who's Oh, yes.
I was like,
I'm quoting the name of a show, folks.
When I call women bitches, everybody knows I'm just kidding. But when you call women,
yeah, it's about the cadence.
Yeah, your spirit. Where's that coming from? Where's that coming from, spiritually?
Yeah, no, it's coming from TV trivia. That's the spirit of me using that word. Anyways. We got to go back to this horror story here. Yes, he provided money and rides to St. Louis to buy fentanyl and keep their withdrawal symptoms at bay. Then Thone found Gabriel's body upstairs in Jones's apartment. He had overdosed and died. So this is a victim of this story. So R.I.P. to Gabriel Thone.
And he said he didn't even do drugs, which, you know.
He did.
Okay, I thought the guy said
no. They're all addicts.
Oh wow! Wow.
So, or maybe I shouldn't say addicts, but they were using. Mm-hmm. They were using. So, responding paramedics described a chaotic scene that day, October 8th, 2022, including pill capsules on the floor, in a garbage can, and between Gabriel's feet. Jones and Thone were charged a day later with several drug-related offenses. In January 2023, they were both indicted on a more serious charge, 1 count apiece of second-degree murder. So, quick pause. Apparently in Missouri, this is how the law works. So obviously, it's not first-degree murder, right? This police chief did not put a gun to Gabriel's head and pull the trigger. But apparently, because of Missouri's state laws, if you commit a crime that then leads to someone's death, like the felony of providing these illegal drugs that he took and then died, that could be a second-degree murder conviction. But that's the charge that he was given. Prosecutors argued the couple was responsible for Gabriel's death because they bought the drugs that killed him. In court last week, a judge disagreed, acquitting Jones, now 54, of the murder charge. Still, the 2-day bench trial in St. Charles County painted a picture of a small-town police chief who used his authority to supply his then-girlfriend and her family with drugs, and the lengths to which he went to maintain that relationship. Thone still faces second-degree murder and drug charges. Her trial is scheduled for October. So yeah, I mean that would be messed up if she's the one who gets hit with the murder charge and not him. Although I don't know, obviously I don't know all the details between her and her brother and the the intricacies of how these drugs are being distributed among them. But it seems like he was clearly, I mean it says in the article, he was supplying drugs for these kids, or I shouldn't say kids, young adults. And whether it was just through going and just finding the drugs and procuring them for them, or using more directly his power as a police chief, either way, he is a supplier. He is the exploiter. He has the power to be able to do this for them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's just, I'm sitting here trying to be like, why do these people? What is he doing this for? What's his aim? I'm like, oh, you're just disgusting. You're just like we literally just hire literal monsters and be like, hey, here's a badge, here's a police, and just give them power. I'm like, maybe it's the people who seek that power. Are they all? Is there? Is there a Mamdani of police chiefs?
Yeah. Well, you bring up this point a lot. I think it's a great point to bring up. I don't really hear it being talked about very much, but like, yeah, it does seem like we have an awful lot of police chiefs that we talk about in this story, and it's like, we talk a lot about the culture of policing. Yeah. It seems not good. Seems like could be an environment where people are rewarded for certain things. We definitely know that very frequently whistleblowers within the police, police departments, when they come out and try to do good and say like, hey, something's going wrong, more often than not, they get punished. Yeah. So we could probably also extrapolate the opposite, where like if you are doing the dirty work for the police, you're getting rewarded.
Honestly, just the term police chief for me says it itself. It'd be like King Klansman, police chief. It's like you're probably the one. If you're the chief of police, that means you're probably like the apex predator. Yeah. Police, like you represent every archetype of police, good or bad. Most likely, you're willing to cover up and protect. To even be in that position, you probably are willing. You got to protect not just what you see as the public, but also, most importantly, probably your foot soldiers, your officers. So you're like this person who's like, when the public comes at your officers, you got to protect them, even if they're in the fucking wrong. You got to blue line. You just got to have that type of mindset, and it's just like,
yeah. And you've been in there for a while. You're like Bane. You've been in the darkness for a long time now. Yeah. This guy's 50-year-old police chief. He knows the ins and outs, and he's been rewarded by this police department for a long time now.
And every day your life is just filled with these like 12-year-old was shot in Upper Bronx, and it's like that's every day. Nigga, somebody, if I had to deal with that just one day, I'd be like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna be off for the next 2 weeks or something like that. Yeah, these niggas just go back into work, do 50 years, brother. That cannot psychologically. Yeah, it cannot just on a psychological level. I don't know.
And meanwhile, this guy's going home, opening the door like, honey, I'm home. Honey?
I'm like, maybe I'm just a dainty bitch. Because I'm like, don't you gotta do, and you know what the thing is? I always think this. I'm always like, maybe people are just built different than me. And then I'll always come to find out these people who do like heinous shit, who just like act, when you see them in action, they're all normalized. They're just like, they're wearing the Punisher outfit, but then they're drinking to like fucking numb the fucking all the dark. Like all these people are like abusing. None of them are like sober people who are just like dealing with like the ramifications of like their actions. They're always like masking it with some dark something. So I'm always like, okay, maybe this shit does affect them, and they're just numbing it and just living out this ride of evil. Yeah, shit I'm gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely cops that are going around with undiagnosed PTSD. That is definitely not helping. And they're starting to finally do studies. And it's pretty crazy, the number. I'm gonna try to look it up right now.
I bet it's like football. I bet when they start studying police officers' brains, that shit gonna be like CT in the 90s. They're like, oh shit.
So. Well, yes. I mean, definitely. Definitely police. Sorry, I'm doing a rough job transitioning to what. Here's a stat I wanted to bring up. I'm just going to say it. That they're starting to do studies now, and they're finding that 23 to 28% of mass shooters are veterans, which is crazy. But this is not to demonize veterans, say that veterans are bad people. It's just yet another example of America not providing care to our veterans, because clearly a bunch of them have PTSD. And this is what we're seeing out here. Cops also undiagnosed PTSD, and they're just kind of running amok, and we're not really even making an effort to try to acknowledge this.
Yeah, at least the veterans are off the battlefield when they're fucking back here. Yeah. But now that you say that, my mama, and my dad were veterans. I'm looking at my mom different. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
28% chance.
You're like, damn, I guess my childhood was a war crime, apparently.
It's a 28% chance this bitch nice and happy.
Yeah, dude. No. She was attacking these civilians at home every day.
I know. My mom was in like a bad war, too, in an illegal war, one we should not have been in.
Oh, okay. It wasn't World War II then?
No, it was like... My mom was in the Gulf War. We'll be right back. We're stealing oil.
But yeah, I don't want to slander your mom.
No, she ain't know what kind of war niggas she ain't nothing to do with them people. My mom ain't got nothing to do with the fucking Dick Cheney and them.
Yeah, exactly.
She was an 18-year-old lady.
Yes.
Girl, signed up for war. She had no options, no prospects.
Thank you. That's all I wanted you to say.
No. I wasn't ever putting the illegal war. My mom wasn't in fucking...
It was your mom. It was Ashton's mom.
Mom wasn't Pete Head. She wasn't in the OPSEC. Just fucking...
It was Colin Powell and Ashton's mom. So, back to the article. Pike County Sheriff's Department investigator, Jania Calvin, testified that she and a fellow deputy were already in the area of the police chief's apartment the night Gabriel died. They were tracking a vehicle driven by the Thone brothers that was parked at Jones's home. So these Thone brothers were already a little infamous in the area with their drug lives.
It was only a matter of time.
Yes. The Thone brothers had lived in Louisiana for only a few weeks and were already under investigation for drug possession, Calvin said. Inside the apartment, Calvin said, the bedroom carpet was littered with pill capsules. There were several pills in the bedroom trash can. Another capsule fell out of a grocery bag she found inside of a stack of dirty clothes. Yet another was between Gabriel Thone's feet, Sheriff Deputy David Carroll testified. And inside a bedside table drawer, authorities found loose red and blue capsules among scratch-off lottery tickets and city-issued business card belonging to Jones.
The police chief. This is at the police chief's house?
Yes.
Jesus.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. He's living in a drug den, dude. All because he liked this girl's Facebook pictures.
That's just...
On subsequent trips to the apartment, investigators found something else. A zebra print bag containing a half pound of methamphetamine. Nice. Half pound of meth. To me, seems like a lot of meth. The methamphetamine had been seized during a drug arrest years earlier in Louisiana and taken to the state crime lab. It was supposed to be blocks away in an evidence locker at city police headquarters, investigators said. Instead, it was tucked inside the zebra print bag along with dozens of Jones' personal financial documents. Chief Jones's attorneys said that items seized at the home a week after Gabriel's death, such as the zebra print bag, should not be entered as evidence. And they brought a witness, the now retired assistant police chief in Louisiana, David Penrod, who said Jones had inherited an evidence room in disarray. There were unmarked bags containing unsecured evidence. Bags of seized drugs were left on shelves without any notes about relevant cases. Evidence sent to the state crime lab went uncollected for months. Quote, "It is clear that the Pike County Sheriff's Department, the Louisiana Police Department are amateurs and amateurish in how they run their departments," Jones's lawyer, Chris Lozana, told Post-Dispatch after the trial. Circuit Court Judge Deborah Alessi ultimately agreed with both sides, at least in part. Alessi dismissed Jones' murder charge Tuesday at the request of his lawyers. They then rested their case. Just minutes later, Alessi found Jones guilty on 2 counts of drug trafficking, 2 counts of drug possession, 1 count of tampering of evidence, and 1 count stealing a controlled substance.
Damn.
So the brick of meth is hilarious. Or maybe it's not a brick. I don't know. Half a pound seems like a lot of fucking meth. But that to me is a very this is hilarious. Okay, here it's obvious how the police chief gets to enjoy his role with exploiting these drug addicts. Yeah, let me take a brick of meth from the evidence locker. Hey kids, dad came home, he's got a present for y'all. But to be able to get off on a murder charge by legally providing the argument that actually you can't count this brick of meth into our thing
negligence?
Because our evidence room is in such disarray.
Damn.
It's so unorganized. We are such terrible police officers who are bad at keeping the public safe that you couldn't possibly be able to trace this brick to the evidence room.
Damn. That is it's 5D chess until you like realize like, and by that logic, every person we have in these jails have to be.
Damn. That's true. Open up those jail cells.
What the fuck? If I heard if this nigga is arguing that and he's in jail and he's why am I not argue the exact same fucking
exactly.
That's so. I mean, listen, 5D play on this nigga's part. I gotta say, fuck up your own.
Yeah,
I like how he's describing his own department as like the Delancey Street McDonald's.
yeah.
It's like it's too fucked up.
Someone walks in there, they are not being assisted. They are not getting help. They're gonna have to go back and put the fries in the fryer.
A nigga might pull a machete out on you. Like, what the fuck? It's just too. It's amateur hour over there.
No one knows where the fries come from over there.
I love he's like, I can tell you they're not doing their job over there because it was me who wasn't doing the job. Yeah. So, damn, dude. Yeah. I can't, you know when you hate when a nigga you don't like make a good point?
Yeah.
He's like, well, you're off. Well,
yeah.
Someone fucked up those evidence lockers. I don't know who.
Yeah.
I don't know who.
Your Honor, my client, Police Chief Jones, would like to posit a cab. Ever thought about that?
No. Damn, that's fine. It's horrible, hilarious. I'm just kind of fucked up by the 5D.
Yeah. Hey, it's another lesson we can extrapolate about. We were talking about the drug war a lot last episode, last week with the DEA in Albuquerque intentionally allowing the streets to be flooded with fentanyl pills. We always see the doublespeak of the police when it comes to drugs. Now, are we saying fentanyl is not dangerous and that it's good? No, we're not saying that. But we're saying clearly the police are hypocritical here in so many instances when they come out and fearmonger about fentanyl and drugs. Oh, it's so dangerous. Even if you're in a room with it and make eye contact with it, you'll have to go to the hospital. They say all that sort of stuff because more fear like that means bigger budgets for them. Also, I think they just like to sound like they're doing important work. But if the DEA is intentionally allowing the streets of Albuquerque to be flooded by this substance, if this guy is out here dealing with this substance every day at home, that tells you a lot about what is this drug, how real this drug war is supposed to be.
No. It feels like drug war. It's like a drug play board. It's like
it's a drug game.
Yeah. It doesn't feel.
Oh shit! Did we just write The Wire? Did we just figure out a new HBO hit? All right. Let's move on.
All right, we're going to Clarksville, Tennessee via Clarksville Now. Man who was arrested in police k-9 use of force dies in custody at Montgomery County Jail. A man whose arrest is being investigated by Clarksville police for k-9 use of force has died while in custody at the Montgomery County Jail. Darius Jervon Chappell, 34, died at about 3 a.m. Friday, the Montgomery County Sheriff's Office told Clarksville Now. He was found unresponsive in his cell during a routine security check, Lieutenant Bishop Delaney said. Montgomery County Emergency Medical Services responded to the jail and transported Chappell to Vanderbilt Clarksville Hospital, where he was pronounced dead by medical staff. The cause of death has not been released. Chappell's next of kin has not been notified. Chappell was arrested Monday, June 29th, in front of Dutch Bros on Fort Campbell Boulevard in what CPD referred to as a use of force incident involving one of our K-9 officers. Video of the arrest, taken by a bystander and shared on social media, shows Chappell struggling with two MCSO deputies when a third deputy and then a CPD officer joined in the struggle. With the man on his back, the CPD officer then goes to his vehicle and releases a K-9 police dog. While Chappell is on the ground, the dog attacks Chappell as the officers handcuff him. The officer then removes the dog, which continues snapping as it returns to the vehicle. Which, yeah, that is insane. Is this like the first time a police dog has like been responsible or like implemented in
In a death? I doubt it. No. There's been many cases of this. But this, you watch the video. Obviously, it's a tough watch. But as usual, I would say this news article does not do justice to what you would see in the video. So the video is not body cam footage. The police have done pretty much nothing so far to play ball with an investigation into what happened. No one has been fired yet. Nothing has been announced. We just have this video. The video is terrible. So one thing this article doesn't highlight is how long this is going on for. So it starts out, this guy is on the other side of the street. He's recording. He's on the other side of the street, and it starts. There is a physical altercation going on between a man and several cops. So he's recording it, and quickly from the start of the recording, they get him down and they get him in handcuffs. And once he's restrained, you see this cop get up, and he clearly looks like, the way he's moving, clearly looks like he's reacting in anger because this man is now on the ground. He is subdued. What does this man do? He gets up, gets the dog from the car, and the dog is now free to just attack this guy. And the guy recording, another very brave person. A lot of these people who are recording, we talk about the recordings that they have given us. A lot of these people are unsung heroes because he is yelling across the street at these cops, "Get the dog off of him. Why is this dog still biting and mauling and attacking this handcuffed man?" And the cops are not listening. This goes on for, I don't know the exact timestamps. It feels like an entire minute of the cops not listening and just allowing this man to be mauled. And then what happens? He ends up, he ends up dead in a jail cell. So what do we think happened here?
That shit sounds like a fucking horror story. They hold him down. That shit sounds like some. I mean, I don't know the fucking race of this guy, but the tactics definitely sounds like some civil rights era. We're sicking dogs on you.
Yeah, it was a black guy. Yeah,
violent ass police tactics, and then throw him in a cell with obviously no medical attention, because if he died, he clearly didn't get any medical attention, and he's just bleeding out from dog bites in a cell inflicted. Yep. That's insane. That's insane.
Yeah, and it's like, so I'm glad you brought that up. You cannot extrapolate race from this, especially, unfortunately, like there's an attack dog involved by the police. And it's like, cops are supposed to be professionals. They are supposed to be keeping order. And anyone who has ever worked with the public knows, when, like, whether it's just customer service, whether you're a teacher, when you're a professional, it's your job to be professional. I get why these cops would be mad. This man is in a physical altercation with the cops. He is not cooperating with them. But guess what? Eventually, he's on the ground and he's handcuffed. Your job, whatever it was, we're giving you the benefit of the doubt in terms of the arrest in the first place. We'll give you that. Your job is in that you're done. You can move on to the next part. Getting him to jail for whatever it was he allegedly did. But instead, they are not operating in this realm of professionality. They're operating on the low level of anger, of vengeance, of, again, you cannot take the race aspect out of this. So just a really, really ugly, terrible story. And of course, a tragic story. I mean, this man is dead. And like you said, he died in this horrific way.
Yeah, that's just like fucking... It's gruesome. It's gruesome. Yeah. You hear all the ways people be dying in jails, and it's like just envisioning a man bleeding out with fucking dog bites out. Like, it sounds barbaric. Like we live in fucking Rome. Like we live like a nigga died and got bit by a fucking lion, and just throw him in the cages and die. Like, this shit sound. You think we've progressed past this as a civilization? As intelligent as we claim to be, but cops aren't emotionally intelligent. Of course, they get angry and lash out and do fucking sick after they have you down. Now I'm going to enact my own revenge instead of letting the justice system do its part. I'm going to get justice, my own personal justice for the trauma you made me. I'm not, like I say, they're not emotionally intelligent. They get angry easily. The problem especially with cops is they are, and I mean this, I got to start speaking better, but like, when I say they're dumb, I mean just there is a large swath. When you go talk to the average cop, there is like a vacancy behind their eyes. There's like if you ask them too many questions, you confuse me. Stop at they immediately, all right, they'll frame it into like you're harassing an officer or like whatever way they can like use their power against you instead of just like their ID. I don't know. But yeah, no, it's just crazy.
Yeah. So R.I.P. to Darius, Jervon, Chappell. Terrible story.
Even Paw Patrol is covering up crimes.
Did you see the video, by the way? You know Dustin Poirier?
Yeah.
He's a UFC fighter.
Sounds like it.
Poirier. Yeah, he's from Louisiana. He's a little Cajun. He's our brother from the South.
Dustin it sounds like a UFC fighter.
But he is in this viral video, and I feel bad. This story, what you said, reminded me of this because you're talking about emotional intelligence. I mean, we can't make Ashley can say whatever he wants, but I don't want to say that.
I don't mean all, but
sure. I'm trying to narrow get us into a more narrow discussion here. Regardless of broad claims we can make about individual officers' intelligence or lack of intelligence, we know that cops are supposed to de-escalate, and they don't de-escalate. They escalate. This is one of the worst examples possible of that. But it made me think, there's a viral video going right now. So Dustin Poirier is a very, very famous UFC fighter. If you're into sports, especially fighting, you know him. That means that probably a lot of cops know Dustin Poirier. So Dustin Poirier was at an airport, and he was drunk out of his mind, and he was being aggressive, right? And so there's a cop right there who tries to get him to chill out. Dustin Poirier immediately squares up to this cop and basically is like, let's fight. Let's do this, right?
Sir, please.
And the cop, in this moment, with a UFC champion in front of him, all of a sudden can summon some really good de-escalation tactics. All of a sudden it's like, sir, excuse me, but I think you maybe had a little bit too much. If you could please. I think violence is not necessary. Violence isn't always necessary to solve every problem.
Funny. That's
the other part the reason why it's viral really is because Dustin Poirier said the N-word to the cop.
Of course.
I would be remiss to not bring up that part. I mean,
Dustin Poirier. That's what when I say it sounded like a UFC fighter, I meant to say it sounded like a UFC fighter who says the N-word. That's
you. Yeah, you nailed it, bro.
That's really actually what I meant. It's like
he said it's gonna be bad for you, man, and then he said it, and everyone was like, viral.
Clipping that.
Yeah, clip it. But then, but what I'm saying, what's relevant to this story is that the cop. In most cases, when that happens, a cop is gonna, take the nightstick out, take something out, beat the shit out of this guy. But in this case, he was very emotionally regulated.
I'll see you next time, nigga.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
I'm like, wow, cops really are capable of emotional regulation. You just have to be a UFC fighter.
Yeah. Well,
also the rule for if you want to be a white guy who says the N-word.
Yeah,
you have to be a UFC fighter.
You gotta be able to fight all niggas coming. But that's also how you fight on the White House lawn. That's
exactly.
White guy who says nigga.
Yeah. That's important. You have exceeded our requirements.
You've been accepted to fight. It's actually all.
You want Pete Hegseth's job, actually? We're fucking sick of that guy. This guy wishes he was a UFC fighter who says the N-word. You're the real deal. Real deal, Dustin.
We had white Mandingo fights on the White House. That's cool. We live in the craziest time.
It's called UFC, Ashton. It's professional
not
organization.
The way I bet on it. I'm like, get him, white nigger. When I watch the UFC fights.
Yeah, we're not allowed at our local sports bar anymore to watch UFC, but
the way I bet on these guys.
But yeah, all right, we gotta move on.
Moving on.
We got a couple stories now coming out of Canada, or as Ashton would say, across the pond. But look, we don't usually talk about Canada because it's not America. This podcast is about American police. But look, Canada, it's a little bit America. it's a little kind of,
soon.
Yeah. Also,
kids watching this in 2065 are gonna be like, "What's he talking about?"
Yes. Canadians, we are planning our occupation right now. But look, little
Canada, we coming for you, nigga.
Yeah. But, a little America light, a little Diet America, like America, but slightly better in a lot of regards. But only slightly. And that includes policing.
America feels like Canada feels like your family that lives in the suburbs, and America feels like the ghetto that we live in. But like, when you go, you're like, oh wow, it's so much nicer over here. they got 100% apple juice. It's not just constant. It's not like fake. Canada feels like the rich side of the family.
Yeah,
America.
But they're still part of the family.
Yeah.
So here it is. I found the graph. U.S. police kill civilians at a much higher rate than police in other wealthy countries. Damn. So U.S., the one long bar on this bar graph, 33.5 people killed per 10 million people.
The next one is a third of that.
Yes, and if you want to go by exact number, 1,099 killed on average every year by Americans. Next, in second place, is Canada with 36, or 9.8 per 10 million. Huge drop-off, 1,099 to 36, but... They're still number two. They're still number two.
You're still, okay.
Y'all are still our boy.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Canada's totally irrelevant, especially when we got some great stories like we've got from this week. So, starting from Vancouver, Canada, we're reading from CTV News. Vancouver police explain made with AI image of seized drugs and cash. The Vancouver Police Department posted an image of seized cash and drugs labeled made with AI on social media Wednesday, drawing backlash from some commenters. The image accompanied a statement about a series of arrests and small-scale seizures around a busy transit hub in East Vancouver that, quote, historically sees spikes in drug activity, violence, and overdoses during welfare check issue week.
Shout out to all the crackheads who pointed this out. Thank y'all. Just looking at the picture like, that's not real crystal meth. Crystal meth has 6 molecules.
Crystal meth doesn't have arms and legs and a face. Wait a minute.
No, they're just looking
crystal meth doesn't get up and do the Dougie on the desk.
I've seen fentanyl, and fentanyl doesn't shine like that, okay? Trust me, they must be getting some real good fentanyl.
Are bricks of marijuana usually 10 stories high? That's my question. Asked why police used the image, a department spokesperson provided CTV News with a brief statement. Quote, "We use software to edit out the names of the accused. The edited photo has been taken down and replaced with the original photo that has been cropped to exclude the names of the accused," Sergeant Adam Donaldson wrote in an email. So this is actually the second time. So I think the last time you were not on, I think it was John O'Donnell was on, where... And you know what? I kind of believe the cops here, because this is second example of cops, using AI on their look at all the drugs we found post. That is classic. But both times they said that no, we used a regular photo editor to like remove this, remove that, remove names, whatever. We didn't realize that it's just going to do AI on it. Which honestly feels relatable. Like if you're using like whatever app you've used your whole life, and now all of a sudden there's an AI assistant doing AI on it. You're like, oh, I didn't sign up for this shit.
Yeah, was it AI? That's what I'm saying. Now, was it AI 4K upscaled? Because the pictures I saw, that's what it looked like. It looked like it was AI 4K upscaled, where the pictures, it was the same picture, but looked crazy. Like the AI feels the missing information. And it looks. Did you see the pictures? They look. Yes. It just looks AI upscaled.
AI,
4K upscaled to the point where like everything looks fake. Everything looks like it's on shrooms. And fucking one of the $20, one of the bills is like stretched out like fucking one of those big ass checks. It just looks. Yeah.
That's what I kind of buy. I think they're just they're not like the most not to generalize, but maybe not the most tech savvy group of people
I'm
in
thinking
the world.
that's probably what happened here. They just uploaded. I genuinely, if I'm giving like genuine,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right. I think you're right. As in, I think the best good faith argument.
We're fair and balanced over
I mean,
here.
it makes the most because it's like I've been like, oh, this is an AI. I remember I'm trying to make pictures better for thumbnails, and I'm like, I find a program, and I'm like, I use it, and it looks weird, and I realize, oh, it's an AI upscaler, and it just fills in missing information, and it looks exactly like that's what happened.
Yep.
They just tried to make a better picture. I wish they were just AI. Now, the other side of that is it is more embarrassing to be caught using AI than being caught being like this. Look at this dime sack we got off of. We brought down a whole 6 Mexicans off of this one dime pack, and it's like that's somehow using AI is worse to me.
Yeah, because they the AI added shit to it, so it makes it look like it would be like if you were making a thumbnail for our podcast, but you had you had your shirt off, you had a 6-pack, and you had like adding in those additional details, which I do tend to believe the cops didn't do that shit on purpose, because like we're all dealing with this shit right now. The AI, like no one's
even
asking
the AI was
AI.
like even the AI saw this picture and was like, this is bullshit. Let me.
Let
me help you out a little. Add a kilo.
But yes, going back to the article, like this is like you mentioned, aside from the poor quality of the image, which appeared to show $50 bills labeled 20, people raised concerns about why a law enforcement agency would use an altered image in the first place.
You're eroding trust with the public. Why would you?
I think this might be the beginning of the police eroding their trust with the public.
This is it. This is the first thing I saw, and I was like, something's up with these guys. Yeah.
Yes, but we're keeping in Canada for our next story. We're going to Ottawa.
Ottawa, Canada, via CTV News. Change your behavior or quit. This is a freaky ass story. Ottawa Police Chief addresses pattern of sexual misconduct within service. Ottawa Police Chief Eric Stubbs has told members of the Ottawa Police Service, OPS, that they have a choice when it comes to sexual misconduct within the force. Change your behavior or quit. Okay, fucking ally. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, not really. He's saying change your behavior or quit, not change your behavior or you'll be fired. What kind of shit is this? God. Every other job, you start sexual harassment.
Men can't win for nothing. You try to stop all them employees you hire from sexually harassing. You've kind of lost control of the force because they won't stop freaking out. And you make attempts to clean it up, and now everybody's telling you.
What kind of allyship is this? If you continue to sexually assault the public, I'm going to ask you to voluntarily resign.
I'm going to ask for your 2 weeks. You get 2 more weeks of sexually harassment.
Let me know in advance when we get your pension in order, of course.
Stubbs addressed what he called a pattern of behavior within the service in an internal video message in May. In the 7-minute video obtained by
so long.
CTV.
How long of a video do you need?
Usually you'd be like, hey man, stop harassing bitches. Yeah. Start, finish.
You could also say, hey, don't commit crimes.
Video got chapters? Wait a minute. Wait, there's more than just stop harassing. In the 7-minute video obtained by CTV News, Ottawa Sub says there have been several examples of inappropriate actions from members. Members are using our database as their own way to meet women. Niggas are using the police database as Hinge, bro.
Yep.
Seeing a woman at a coffee shop.
I love how he calls them members. It's like being at the worst corporation you've ever worked for. Team members are
fucking Soho House.
Members are y'all are fucking cops. You can call each other cops.
Your employees, your police officers are using databases as their own way to meet women. Seeing a woman at a coffee shop, coming out of a gym, driving next to them, getting their license plates, and running them on the system.
Yeah.
He says.
Someone's been listening to our podcast.
Bro, this is beyond cyber stalk. This is next level cyber.
It's stalking,
like,
bro.
I know. I mean, stalking's in cyber stalking, but this is like
that's what I'm saying. I'm saying it's beyond cyber stalking. It's stalking.
It's using a system that like people trust in. Like it's like using hospital records to get blood. Like I don't know. It's such invasive
That's the part of Big Brother 1984 did not anticipate the creepiness of it.
Yeah.
The Big Brother's watching and Big Brother's liking.
And they only write about all the big wigs who are using the powers who are abusing powers. You never see how that trickles down.
Yeah,
to
now your dipshit neighbor who's a fucking cop
is now using those same surveillance forces to fucking stalk and harass and endanger women.
Yes. And now Canadian police chiefs are having to create front-facing videos to try to get this deep systemic issue of police violence against women to stop.
Yeah, you thought Drake was the worst thing women had to worry about in Canada? It's like, no.
It's just at what point when you're making this video to email out to your entire police force, does the thought not cross that maybe this is a problem that a front-facing video can't fix?
Yeah.
Maybe there's deeper issues at play. If I have to make a 7-minute video politely asking, not threatening to fire anyone, not threatening to jail anyone. These are crimes they're committing. But just politely asking, could you please stop harassing and assaulting women while doing your job?
Stop being freaky is a crazy demand.
You could be freaky. That's the thing. Look, you can literally be freaky if you want. Behind closed doors, under the letter of the law. Freakiness can be ordained in a way that is acceptable in a legal society.
Maybe.
Ash is not convinced.
Not in one I rule.
I'm saying
no freaks.
I'm saying you can have a wife or a husband behind closed doors. God smiles on freakiness in marriage.
It's just I admit too. You know what it is? Freaky niggas need better representation.
Like who?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying.
I'm looking around. There's any volunteers? I
would like to meet a freaky nigga that's not freaky. That's what I'm saying.
Ethical freakiness.
Sure.
Here at Cops the Podcast, we support ethical freakiness. Right?
When I see freaky, I see smoke.
It's a smoking gun.
I take note. I say, all right, that nigga freaky.
Yeah.
Okay. Can't say nothing yet.
Sure.
Can't say nothing yet.
But I'm putting your name down in my notes app. Yeah. On the list.
When it comes out, some niggas using police databases to fucking...
Actually, you've convinced me. Cops should be what is the word? What is the word when never mind, I don't even want to say.
Excommunicated?
I was gonna say castrated. Okay. I'm just joking, folks. I was trying to figure out how to eliminate all freakiness from the police department. I mean, that's the only way.
Nah, bro.
Look, I'm against Ashton. You can be freaky if you want in the ways that we have allowed in society.
You certainly can't be freaky and a cop.
That are not criminal. You know, in ways that are consenting.
I don't think you can be freaky and a cop.
I think you could. I think it's possible.
No.
I think the problem is not going to be solved by a 7-minute long video.
If you want to handcuff people and be in the bondage, your ass got no badges can be. Okay.
That's true. You can't have access to police grade handcuffs if you're into BSM.
I can tie you up, bitch. Put her in. I don't know. Need no illegal chokeholds placed in this freaky ass.
She's like, we should order some whips. I already got some. Wait, why do you have them already? For what purpose?
We're seeing members messaging vulnerable victims on calls that they've attained in an attempt to develop an intimate relationship. Internally, I've seen members making sexually themed comments directly to women in the service, in the workplace. This is happening way too often. We've seen sexual harassment and we've seen sexual assault.
Oh my
God. Get these people out of the video.
He's criminalizing himself. He's like, I have tolerated many crimes against women who trust me.
We've all seen it. Someone should do something about it.
I recorded it. I like this video. I sent it. We've all seen the video
about it. Not me. I'm gonna make a video. I'm gonna make a TikTok. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make a video that's not even monetizable on YouTube because it's going on.
I've ignored many a cry for help. Literal cries for help.
Crazy thing. We've seen members.
See, this is why you can't be Canadian. Like, this is some Canadian shit, right? To address it, just don't address it. American cops never would address this
We've all been ignoring it. I know I certainly have.
Yeah. Canadians, they realize, wait, sexual assault, they're like, that's not polite. Well, I should politely ask my comrades to stop being so impolite. You gotta throw that Canadian shit out the window, bro. Just go. Let's go American. America police chief will go in front of the camera and be like, "Hey, we'll do it again. We will do it again." Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. This is directed to the public, not my boys in blue. I love my boys in blue. I'm telling y'all, we will do it again.
That polite shit gotta go again.
It's not gonna work. You can't polite yourself into fixing systemic problems.
Could you please stop cyber stalking our women? Won't you now?
I guess cops in India have the same problem. I don't really know what Ashton's trying to do right now, but the point is, Ashton's correct. This is an international problem. It goes outside just the borders of North America. Happens in, I guess, Jamaica, India as well.
Oh, God. This is it.
All right. Well, we got more on the article.
Yeah, sorry.
Are you all right, Ashton?
Yeah. Quoting part of the letter. Oh, wait. Sorry.
No, that's it. That's it. You just finished reading the quote.
Quoting part of a letter from a group of women within the Ottawa Police Service, Stubbs said there was a long-standing and ongoing issue with the policing culture in which sexual misconduct was too often ignored, tolerated, or even celebrated.
Oh my God, celebrated.
Celebrated is crazy.
That was not part of the Me Too movement. What's the celebration of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking Harvey Weinstein comes out, guys are like, we're up 10.
Yeah.
City boy!
No.
We believe there is a clear need for OPS leadership to acknowledge that this issue remains present and to speak openly about it. Silence or minimization only allows the behavior to continue, Stubbs said, quoting the letter. He's like reading this like with teeth through his like like gritted teeth.
Yeah.
We believe there is a clear need for OPS. Yes, we do, all of us. He said members of the Ottawa Police Service must choose between being allies that support women and call out bad behavior or leaving the force. Wow. That's how you guys get rid of sex pests. Politely asking. Ask nicely.
Yes.
Oh,
this is America when Democrats are in charge.
All right. Well, since you asked, I'll take the cameras out of the women's locker room. Okay. Thanks for asking nicely. It's like, what the fuck? Okay. This is Canada. That's
yes. But hey, good job, Canada.
I mean, you have to give them the credit because it's like that will never happen.
It won't happen here, yeah.
Never in a million fucking years. Shout out Canada.
Yeah. All right. Next, we're reading here from The Drive. 404 Media was paywalled for me, folks, so we're reading from The Drive. Your kid's school bus is about to become a roaming surveillance vehicle. That's great.
I don't like that. The only cameras I want in a bus is Bang Bus. All right. I'm sorry. It's the end of the podcast.
That's the last episode we'll ever do. It's the official end. 404 Media published a report on Tuesday detailing plans to equip schoolhouses with automatic license plate readers and turn the data over to law enforcement. Remember the automated data reader, ALPR cameras? This is time to put them on school buses.
Such a bad idea. Such a bad idea.
Yes, you know how there's been much controversy surrounding ALPR cameras? The controversy is that they're not on school buses yet.
You know, in the buses, they stop and they make all the cars stop.
Yeah.
I'm not stopping. Yeah. I'm not about to let this camera catch.
Yeah, exactly.
Flying right past that stop sign.
Yeah, zigzagging to make it blurry.
Move, little nigga. This fucking bus not about to see my license plate.
There's a school bus / government surveillance drone that we have to avoid at all costs.
Sorry, kids. I gotta fight the fucking beast. I gotta throw this Molotov cocktail into your fucking school.
Yeah.
Get out.
Yes. We have to fight this, and we're gonna do it Israeli style. So it's gotta go. Kids. Got to go.
You didn't want to wait for the kids to not be there?
No.
Nah, I couldn't.
There was ALPR cameras on that bus, buddy. So, the report is based on leaked documents from Bus Patrol. a company that specializes in stop arm cameras that capture images of drivers illegally passing school buses. Stop arm is the proper name of the fold-out stop signs on school buses. The company claims to have over 40,000 of these cameras deployed across 24 states, and at least 30 states permit them. They use AI software to automatically review images and submit them to law enforcement. And look, again, you've talked about this before. We're going to keep talking about it. This is going to keep happening because it's a corollary to the defense industry, right? It's very fun and easy to get rich selling bombs to a government that has infinite money because they get their money from the taxpayers. Similarly, you can make a lot of profit as a private company if your clients are these giant fucking police budgets. Of course they're gonna buy this shit. Why wouldn't they?
Also, it just always gets to me how we know that there's a surveillance state and how the surveillance state is trying to encroach on every aspect of our life and reality and get us to surveil all of us, but they have to do it kind of like sinners or like a vampire where it's like we have to ask permission to allow. Yeah. So like they always get us like, they're always like, no, this is that to gain our consent. They'll be like, they hit us at like a nexus that's like, you know, the kids and the stop signs. You know, we got to catch all these people who are speeding past the stop sign. So we need to put a camera on the school buses. Also, you know, you need to see who's writing "fuck you" on your car window. So let's put a camera on your car too. Let's catch all the people who are like scratching your car, like they just come up with.
And we might as well give that footage to law enforcement. I mean, you're not a criminal, right? You have nothing to hide.
I just want to take a list of all their excuses why they have to add cameras to every facet of our life, and because they're just all. It's like okay, of course it's for the kids. Okay, yeah. Until you got to catch Luigi Mangione in some fucking school bus drives by.
Or just like, you know, beyond Luigi Mangione, just innocent victim Luigi Mangione, like all of us, innocent victims, like driving around, being surveilled at all times. There was a time where that was enough to bother you. Like that shit drives me crazy. Yeah. Like, I don't want motherfuckers to know where I am at all times,
bro. Text messaging got me. I remember being upset. I'm like, how come somebody can message me anytime they want? I hate this. But maybe that was just like a me thing. But I did feel like I was like, if without technology, this is not a thing other generations went with, where they have phone calls for sure, but being hit with thousands of messages constantly. Yeah. It's just
that level of accessibility that you're supposed to grant everyone. Yeah, I hate it too.
I'm like, what the fuck? This is literally sorry.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, let's go back to the article. As noted by Reason, stop arm cameras have been criticized for not delivering promised safety benefits, but they've nonetheless generated tens of millions of dollars in revenue for the companies that deploy them. And according to the report, Bus Patrol now wants to turn those cameras into license plate readers. Instead of activating when a specific law is allegedly being violated, they'll now reportedly be live at all times, capturing data on any vehicle within sight of a school bus that can be sold to the law enforcement agencies Bus Patrol already counts as customers. This is our future. I think that's what it seems like. Everything that exists is either going to be an ad or stealing our data.
Yes.
Like, why not? Those two things generate revenue. Why not make fucking everything those two things?
Yeah, we literally need better politicians, because the fact that Pokemon Go was able to market itself as a this innocent app that allows you to capture Pokemon. Meanwhile, it's like in the background stealing data and creating a framework, a mapping system of like reality and everything, like a detailed mapping system for AI and drones that they operate off of now. Like they literally, it's like a key component of the surveillance state.
That should have been a turning point for millennials, to be like, you turn millennial nostalgia against us.
You weaponized it.
We went too far this time.
We should have you're joking, but yeah, we should have actually responded in a way that it feels like the tech state is just like there is no regulation or control of it. They get to do whatever they want.
Yeah.
Like
yeah, I mean they're on a frontier. It's brand new technology. The law, like it's just a fact. We are legally. I mean, this will always be the case. Like the legal world has to catch up with the technology world because the technology world is continually finding new frontiers. The legal world has to then act and react to it. And so we are in a place where technological advancement is like is exponentially increasing. It's getting faster and faster, and of course, the players here are tech companies looking for revenue, and the state, the federal government, and all these police departments that have infinite revenue because it's just us. It's our money. We are paying for our own fucking surveillance. It's our tax money.
Yeah. That's the part that gets me. Our complicity. Our complacency?
Complacency?
No,
complicity?
Complicity.
Yeah.
The meta glasses shit, that shit is egregious. That shit is insane that people aren't like, you should be like, if you're wearing meta glasses in public, you should be like fucking flogged. I don't even know. Like, just
hard and feathered and then streamed live.
We should make you play a game of hide and seek and then nobody ever seeks you. You're like, come on, guys.
I feel like you're accessing your own trauma right there. That was very specific childhood shit. And then you're left there.
And then you come out. I was there for 3 hours.
Your dad's watching the game.
What the? We couldn't find you. You was good.
You're a real good hider, son.
Wow, that's crazy.
You're like, I love you, Dad. He's like, real good hider.
It's been 6 hours. Nobody.
Yeah.
I was in the cabinet.
Yeah. But it's like when we were kids, I remember in elementary school, they're like, taxes is you give money to the government and they build roads for you and fire trucks to take care of us when something happens. Mm-hmm. Now it's like, you're going to work hard and to pay taxes so that money could be used to spy on you in school buses and bomb brown kids overseas. Yay!
Darkest timeline ass niggas. Jesus. Well, it's not the darkest. It's pretty bad. That's fucking horrifying. Spying on kids. We got to fight them. We got to be like, damn, we already know y'all are pedophiles. Now y'all doing this? Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
You're already half of y'all.
That's true.
Half of y'all in the Epstein list. Now y'all, what if we put cameras in school buses? All right, freaky nigga.
I didn't even think about that aspect of it. I was just thinking, the literal aspect of using school buses as surveillance tools. But yeah, there's children in there.
Yeah. Damn. The magic school bus is just reporting to the NSA. Miss Frezzo, you fucking traitorous bitch! She's in your body collecting all the fucking bio data.
She's like, now we're gonna go into Ahmed's brain and find the terror cells that he has inside.
It's literal terror cells.
Yeah. That was my joke. Thanks. And with the fist bump of a great joke by me, that is the end of our episode.
Guys,
thanks for listening. Please sign up for our Patreon. Listen to our bonus episode. Have a good one.
Bon revoir. Fuck.
Whoa.